we want to talk about love and a lot of the people that have been rejected on this planet. But believe it or not, the people that know the most are probably not going to be the ones that go the most in through the gates of heaven. I had so much head knowledge about Jesus when I was a kid, and I got nowhere in life, just a root of bitterness, no gospel, no nothing. But then you see these people around the world that have had a hard life, and you wonder, um, we could have been through that same situation as them. How would you like to have your a card, a hand of cards dealt, like being on a slave ship? How would you like to be, in a concentration camp or some kind? How would you like to be that kind of a person? We could have easily had that kind of a thing. But one thing that everyone has in common, and God's not gonna. People are thinking, "Oh, I'm going to be so great when I get to heaven. Boy, am I going to be the mightiest person." But you know what? Christ is going to be the one. And if you're going to present anything in heaven, you're going to present His character. So if you want to go there for anything else, that's probably not the place for you. But it's going to be a place of His life, and it's going to be the place of His resurrection. And there's like nothing else that's going to matter. You see all these people that no one ever wanted in life, and then they're there. Probably disabled kids, children, babies. Maybe people not even known ever. No one knew a person. Maybe it was someone on the streets that found Jesus. Didn't have a family or anything, but I don't have much family and friends. I guess we've had opposition in doctrine. I guess that's kind of done some, kind of why I got out of where I came from. But you look at the people that are struggling in life and God's mercy on certain people that still need Him. That's why we're here today, long suffering. I'm like, God is long suffering, I won't any should perish. And it's pretty upsetting, when someone gets religious and all this head knowledge and have all these sources and have all the notoriety, and yet there's no room in the end to help people that are struggling, that have afflictions and this. And it's sad to see. But wouldn't we just be so grateful to be into heaven, to be with people that no one ever wanted? Consider myself one of them. Guess if I had a position up there, it says in Laodicea, those that overcome can sit by Christ. I'm hoping so. But kind of get back to a little peace and rest and having humility. If I would ever be by Him, that's how I would do it. If I would ever do a kingdom and run a government, which I couldn't do, the life of Him would have to be in me, and I would make it happen with His life. There's no one in this fallen condition that can have equity and justice. I want to tell people right now, there is no possible way you can have that. I don't care how good someone is. I don't care what people say. I don't care how many degrees someone has. Jesus Christ qualifies. You don't have to have the PhDs and all that kind of stuff. Granted, some people do for doctors. God can use them, don't get me wrong. But it's like so many people get into themselves so much, and yet you see the condition of people, and it's just such a struggle. Those that are in such affliction, because there's no gospel. If you have a gospel, then certain things can be dealt with, but we know the government's not going to have that, but what can we do? We can be the church and we can let the kingdom of God live in us, but that's not happening today. And now you get to places that are difficult. I didn't live in the UK, my wife's from there. She's had a hard life, what she went through. I couldn't imagine dealing with that. Seriously. If I was in this condition, this fallen condition, I would probably fall to pieces out there. But no, God's done a work, a sanctifying work in me. We don't know what the future holds. I believe the rapture's around the corner. Unless we go elsewhere, I don't know. But hopefully we can have an impact on people. The doctrine people didn't have right, the love of Christ. God's a holy God. But you have to be resurrected. He has to live in you. So it's coming down to that. Well, I'm just saying this. People in heaven that are going to be there may not have had friends. May not have had the names and notorieties. Yet they knew what they needed. They would probably die for their faith for Christ. It's chosen the poor in this world to be rich and free for the United States. You can take a little humble pie with that. I lived in the country too. It's sick. Look at these countries that have such a stronger faith than this This generation's terrible. The baby boom generation, I'm sorry, guys. I've said it already on my video. You guys did not do a very good job with it. Now we got America pretty much going down the tubes, so we'll leave it at that. And, if people do want love, it's out there. I'll do a video on the love of Christ, so no worries with that. Talk to you later. Bye.